Hey there everyone, this is Raymond talking again about Sqeeqee.com. That's Sqeeqee.com. Today I'm going to be talking about the events feature, which is one of very many features on Sqeeqee. So I got to tell you guys a little bit about the website before I move forward. The first thing is that it is focusing and centralized around the social net worthing concept. Again, that social net worthing. So that allows you to monetize your online activities every time you click something, like something, share something. No matter what you're doing, you're earning more squeaky bucks, which is what they call it, which you can actually turn around and cash out on PayPal when you rack up a certain amount of actual US dollars. Or you can use that to buy things in the shops, exchange maybe some books, any of the different things, even on the events feature that I'm going to show you guys today. You can use the squeaky bucks if there's a ticket to be sold or purchased. The second thing is that there's so many different features on the Sqeeqee website to choose from, so many different things that you can do. If you looked at any of the other videos, you would know how many there are. And really the cool thing though is that Sqeeqee makes them really user friendly. A lot of the different features, if you used one, you've used them all, in the sense that it's really easy to get a hold of. It's very simple. You don't need to study it or be a tech genius or anything to figure it out. It's really cool and really simplified. So all of their features under one roof on Sqeeqee, things that you would normally need to do on 10 other different websites, you can come to Sqeeqee and they'll have it all for you. But the specific thing that I'm going to be talking about today is the events feature. There are two sides to this. The first side is if you're looking for an event, maybe you have a weekend open and you're trying to find something to do, something really cool in your area, or if you're planning a vacation and you want to find something over in that area, you can definitely go on Sqeeqee and find a specific event, the exact city, the category, down to the date, whatever you want to find it's there on Sqeeqee and made very easy to find. On the flip side of that, the second part is if you have an event that you're hosting or broadcasting or marketing, whatever whatever you may be doing with that event. If it's your event that you're broadcasting, you can post it on Sqeeqee, put all the details, the who, what, when, where, how, all that kind of stuff. Also, if you're selling it as far as tickets, you can do that on Sqeeqee. Again, you can accept US currency or Sqeeqee bucks if that's what you would rather have, or both. But I will show you guys how to do that, how to post an event, how to click through, find an event, add them to your calendar on the events favorite section, all that kind of good stuff. I'll show you guys how to do. If you want to wait 1 second, I'll change the camera to look at the computer right now. Alright, so as you can see, this is my page. I'm going to take you guys through the step-by-step of what you're going to do to actually go to the events page and all that kind of good stuff. And when you get there, what you're going to do to actually create an event. And after you create it, you can actually look at the different details of your event. You can look through the calendar of any events that you've marked favorite or added to your calendar. So let me do that. When you pull down the menu here, like all the other videos, you can always click this little diamond here and it'll tell you a little background of the events or the exact feature that you're clicking on. This one, I'll read it. It says, post and search events that you want to share, organize your own free or ticketed event, and post where attendees can also purchase tickets through the Sqeeqee platform free of charge. So it's always completely free whenever you post things on Sqeeqee through the events feature. It's always free to post or to look through the features if it's on the event page. So when I click events, it takes me to the page. Let me make sure I do it right. There we go. And this is the events page. It looks a lot similar to a lot of the other features, just because it makes it, Sqeeqee makes it really easy and user friendly. So everything looks somewhat similar. So if you used one of the features you'll pretty much be able to pick up the other ones really quickly because they look very similar. So I'll scroll down, show you guys some of the events just on the main board, the main page. As you can see, there's tons of them down here. 1, 2, 3, you can click next, and that's just going all the way to the end or just skipping pages down the line. But as you can see, all of these events, they have the picture over here on the left side, they have the name at the top, the time period of the event that it's open, the location, they have a brief description, all these kind of cool things. And before I click on that, I'll show you guys what I'm going to be telling you. On the far left, there are 4 things that I'm going to be going over. The first one is the all events, that's where we are right now. The second one is my events, so it's anything that you've added, any event that you are planning yourself that you want people to come join, it'll be right there. And to actually add those events, you're going to come down here to the add events area section. I'll click that a little bit later and show you. And finally, events list. As you can see, this one right here is starred for me just because a little bit earlier I've gone through and I've added a couple of events to my event list just to make it a little easier. So when I click this, you'll see it's a big calendar, and you can really use that to kind of plan your weeks and plan your months that are coming up. But right now we're in the all events section, and they have tons of different ways that you can filter and sort through the different events on the page. The first one is the category. They have different things like community, arts, businesses, fashion, marketing, music, parties, all different types of events. Whatever the category is, if you're looking for something specifically, you'll be able to find it there. Next is the date to, or the date from, and the date to. So if there's a specific weekend that you want to find something cool to do in your area, you can find it here. Maybe a week, maybe you want to do it, you want something for the upcoming month, you can click it there. And the same thing for the to, you can click it and it'll give you a window of time of where you want to schedule or where you want to look for something cool to do. The next thing is the keyword. It's just your basic search bar. You can type in whatever you want in this keyword area, and if anything in the events list pulls up, then it's something that'll be specific for your taste and something that you're looking for exactly. The last one is the sort by, and this is very simple. You can sort it by the last added, the category, the country, the date, the city, all that kind of cool stuff you can do as well. Now when I scroll down, I'm going to actually click on one of these events to show you guys what it looks like when you do. Let's see, let me back up a little bit and pick one. I'll just pick this one, I guess. See, when you pull this page up, it brings you to the section that gives you a little bit more detail about the specific event if you're interested in it. There's always the picture. I believe you have to post a picture with the event just so it gives a visual, something to look at and remember when you're gone. But to the right of the picture, it has some details. It has the name at the top of the event. You can click the created by. This is the person who actually posted the event. Maybe if you want to go to their page, tell them about it, maybe ask them a question. And of course, there's always an area to do that at the bottom, the comment section. The category here, other, again, the date, you have the address, the phone number. Now, if you want to actually go to this event, if you want to add it to your event list, you can click join, and it'll pop up here. I'll show you a little bit later that it will be in there. And next is the repost option. You can always, there are 2 ways to repost on Sqeeqee from this events feature. One is just straight repost to your wall, maybe a friend's wall. You can click the repost area here. Or down here at the bottom, if you want to push it to another website, you always have that option right here in these boxes. And this Sqeeqee box does the same thing as the repost. It takes you to your wall, a friend's wall. You can repost it there. Now, the next thing is additional information. I'll highlight it. It tells you guys a brief description of what exactly is happening. This one, it's saying it's fun-filled Saturday, handmade, vintage, retro, antique, all that kind of cool stuff. So it has food trucks. You can be a vendor, it says. in spring farm girl flee. It says that's the name of the event. So you can actually see a little bit of detail. It'll tell you what it is, where it's at, maybe who it's for, give you a little bit of a background on it there. You can see there's a map here, so if you're looking for the exact area, the exact address for directions, they always have the map. And as I stated, the comment section down below, maybe if you want to just make a brief comment on the event, ask a question to the creator, whatever you want to do, you can just add it in here are the comments. Now the next thing I'm going to tell you guys is how to add an event. It's very easy. On the left side here, you just click add events, and this page is very similar to something that you've probably seen before if you've seen my other videos. You always have the option for the title, the category. You can type in your description like I said before. You put in the date, your time, the expiration date of when it's over. Maybe it's only a day long, and these two will be the same date. Maybe it's for a weekend, and it'll be the start date, the end date, maybe a Friday and a Sunday. Maybe it's a week long, whatever it is, you can do that. The exact time, the country, the zip code. These are just address things down here. You have city, town, address, the contact. If it's your name, you can put your name here. Maybe if it's the organization name, like the maybe a YMCA or something like that, you can put the contact here. The phone number. Now, if you're charging for the tickets, you always have the option for US dollars, Sqeeqee bucks, or both. That's always an option if you're accepting a currency or you're accepting payment. You can always do those two things. Right here is where you click to add the tickets. Like I said, if you're offering a purchase, if you need them to purchase the tickets, you're going to need them to print them out. You can click this big green plus sign here and add the tickets that way. Below that is the meta title. You have the meta description, and finally the select files, which allows you to attach a photo, whether it be a logo, maybe a flyer for the event. You can attach it there. Finally, you hit create, and it goes in two places. One of them is the all events, which we were just at, and the second one will be my events, which should be empty. Yeah, because I didn't create anything, so it's empty, but if so, it would be right here in this area. If you have more than one, they'll stack on top of each other, and there'll be a long laundry list of them. And that allows you to go back, edit it, maybe double check for spelling errors, take it down if you cancel the event. Maybe if you want to check up on the comments, you can go back and check on it that way. But before I told you, let me see if I can get lucky and maybe one of them are starred up here. But before I told you I would show you guys the event list. Let me just add a couple more. You can always add here to event list if it's something that you want to go to. And what that does is it takes you to, or it puts it in your event list, which is right here on the side. Like I said, it's a big calendar, and it actually allows you to organize your future events, which is really cool. As you can see, the couple of events that I have highlighted, some of them are down here at the bottom, future events. You can look at it that way, or a much more visually pleasing way is here in the calendar. So you can see this is my month of December. You have things coming up. You can click on them here. It'll take you to the events. Maybe next month, other events. And you have the option of looking at it by month up here, maybe by just the week. So if something comes up that week, you'll be able to see it. Or the exact day. Let me see if I can find a day where there's something coming up. There you go. The exact day, you can do it that way as well. So there are tons of cool things on the events feature on Sqeeqee. Like always, you guys, if you have any other questions, make sure to let me know. Make sure to send me something on my wall. Maybe direct message me on Sqeeqee. I'll always make sure to try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. And with that said, I will see you on Sqeeqee.